right, Britt J in Southampton. Scope of work is going to be mulch install, some bush trimming, and then weeding out weeds from underneath her deck in the back. So I'm starting in the backyard. It's a cul-de-sac street. Backyard's a little hilly getting back here, but you won't have to do too much back here. So you have, start over here, you got a mulch bed here. She didn't talk about any trimming of this thing. Mulch bed over there, mulch bed here. So just you know, weed them out, clean them up. Not much in the way of edging to do here. The one thing she mentioned a couple times was that when she's done her mulch in the past, it seems to wash onto the walkway. And then she said she had issues with mulch up against her house. So the two notes I would say, and I'll repeat it again a little bit, but don't pile up the mulch close to the house and don't pile it by the walkway. So leave a little bit of space. I told her what we can do. She seemed kind of concerned about it. So I told her we can even like dig it out just a touch. And then like leave the mulch just shy of the walkway, so that way as like water runs or whatever, it'll kind of wash to there, but it shouldn't spill into the walkway too soon after. I told her eventually it probably will, but we'll do what we can to try to prevent that best we can. For these stones, I would just, obviously no edging, but just take a string trimmer. I mean, it looks like they cut their own lawn. Just like string trim this down and even flip the string trimmer and like kind of edge it, just trying to clean it up a little bit for her. And then in the back here, so there's all these weeds under her deck. She's got a lot of red tibble stones, so just kind of like weed all this out, clean it up. We'll put down some pre-emergent and spray. I would say in this area, don't spray, just because it seems like this is where they're keeping toys and stuff. But under here, definitely, she said it's cool spray. But pre-emergent's fine here, but I wouldn't spray this area. And then here, don't spray, because they probably walk out this way. So clean it up, weed it out, pre-emergent down. Avoid the spray right here, but you can spray everywhere else. All here, clean it up. Blow out some of these old like tall grasses laying here. Kind of clean this up, weed it out. Nothing too crazy back here. You just kind of have to crawl under there. And then circling back around here, so you got mulch install here. Clean it up. Mulch it. Lightly trim and shape all these bushes. You could leave this alone from a trimming standpoint. She didn't say anything. Weed it all out, mulch it. She did make a big point about edging, so kind of like I just said, don't pile the mulch against the house. And then her big thing was the mulch is now washed into the lawn, so she really wants that deep 45-degree angle, like that video that I posted a while back, you know, really come in, not just deep cut, but like a diagonal cut, so that when we fill it, you can still see the edge there, and there's good clear definition between lawn and mulch bed. So typical edging 101, but she definitely pointed it out, so let's put focus on it. And then just don't pile the mulch up against the edge there. It's kind of like established here. You can see it's already kind of a deep edge here, but I would go at that 45-degree V angle a little bit better with it. You got beds in here. These, she said she already trimmed up, so she was like, you probably just let them go. Any weeds that are growing up, just yank them. All these you can lightly prune and shape. She wasn't particular about a square or a circle or whatever, just whatever looks good. Mulch all in here. Again, these are good. All these you can prune and shape, trim them. Probably got to take them back a good bit off the walkway as best you can anyway. Could probably leave this one alone. She didn't say anything. It is hitting the window. So if you want to ask her on the spot, do you want us to touch this one up? She didn't say anything, but these ones, I wouldn't trim them too aggressively. These like cherry laurels, they look like they're kind of struggling a little bit. So I would almost leave them, kind of go, and more just trim these ones. And you got some plants in here to watch out for. Rake out the beds, and you can see the mulch is already kind of heavy along the house there. So be careful with that. And then here, the walkway, like she said, it's already kind of washing off from whatever. Yeah, and weed all this, clean it up, mulch it. I think she said she might have did this tree or something, but I would just touch it up again. Yeah, and that's it.